Gaga's performance, wow. You know, one thing I will say now is that like I know that they didn't sell out of Coachella this year, but it felt like there was more people than ever. And I remember this was my ninth or 10th Coachella, you guys. And I've gone at every level. I've gone GA, raw dogging it, like with staying three girls in a bed from my friend's like grandma's house to like influencer life to like going with my friends, just doing it our own thing, whatever. And one thing I will say is that I feel like it's just too crowded now, like for the value of the tickets. I think what used to be so cool is there was so much space, and it was the good part about it was you could like sit on the grass, like get food, grab drinks, like chill. Like if you wanted to watch one of the big performers from the back, you could still have a great view. There was so many people there, and it was so crowded, and like the schedule didn't make any sense, so everybody was at one place at one time. And that just doesn't sit right with me. Like, it doesn't sit right with me. Also, I read a crazy stat. 60% of people bought their Coachella tickets on some sort of like a layaway plan, which is like, dude, who can we have on to talk? I mean, I guess we could have Ed back or someone, because I want to talk about like the state of the economy, because I know that there was two articles that came out, one in the Cut and one in the New York Times, and I think there was one that was called like, "Are we all just living beyond our means?" And just about, it's the same with DoorDash. You can like now do a layaway plan for DoorDash. Like, I don't know, man. As you guys know, I'm super honest about not having a good handle on the economy. I try to listen. I try to learn from Prof G Markets, but I don't understand well enough to give any information. But seems like we're cruising for a bruising with all this stuff.
I'm sorry, Tinx, I was screening a call, but it was 60%. I don't know if you said the percentage. Yeah, 60% of people put their tickets on layaway and went on a financial payment plan.
Which, which is like its own separate conversation to be had. But I think for me, when I was thinking about like the value of the ticket and like, yeah, like I can afford the ticket. I get that. I'm not saying that I can't, but I'm just saying for the value of the ticket, I don't know if it's worth it. It used to be so great because it was like, oh my God, you can see so many people and like it's great value because of the layout, and now they've like doubled and tripled. I think it was like 125,000 people this year or something, and it's gone up so much. And it just like there was points where I felt like a little claustrophobic, a little bit, like, because I like to rip like the main GA bit. Like I want to be in the crowd. Like I want to see, 125,000 people each day for both weekends. Okay. And there was a time when we were like watching Missy Elliott, and I was like, I feel like a little bit like overwhelmed. And I never used to feel that way. There just felt like there was more space on either side. And they've definitely it sold way more VIP tickets, way more artist pass tickets, whatever. So now it's just like there's kind of nowhere to go. And like also it used to be that when you were walking from one place to the next, you could walk and it was like fun. And now it was so full that you couldn't even walk. It was just, I don't know. So for me, I feel like they've got to make sure that they're still offering people a good experience. Like the value, just, it needs to be there. Greed ruins everything, Greed ruins everything. If you have a good product, people will come. I believe that saying so much, but this just felt like, I don't know, there's so much. And then like everything's so expensive when you get there. I saw this tweet that was like, I just bought chicken fingers for $36. And it's like, yeah, dude, like that's really expensive. Anyway, Kelly, what's going on? Hey, Kelly.
Hey, how are you?
I'm good. Thanks for calling, babe. What's happening?
Okay, so I need some big sister advice here.
Tell me.
I want to give you a little bit of context too before I go into the story or what happened yesterday.
Okay.
But I have a long distance boyfriend, and we met while I was living in my hometown.
Okay.
And then a couple months into dating, I had to move to New York for work,
okay.
And we weren't official or anything, but we really hit it off and just like we're kind of instantly in love. So we kept seeing each other. He would come to New York. I would go back to my hometown to see him. And then suddenly in December, he broke up with me and said the distance was too much because he loved me so much. And then we didn't chat he was chatting. I was trying not to chat for about a year. And then he reached back out to me and said, I can't stop thinking about you. I'm so in love with you. I think you're my person. And I gave him another shot. And
wait, sorry, what month was that? When?
That was That was in September, and I didn't really make a decision until the new year, basically.
Okay.
So now we're officially boyfriend and girlfriend in a long-distance relationship.
Okay.
And I really do love him so much. He's also my first love, which is kind of part of why this is all really confusing to me.
It's hard, yeah.
So a part of our issues with the first time we were dating is that he's just a people pleaser and always puts his family first, and I've never met his family. And
What?
we now have been, in a relationship dating for like over 2 years. We've known
Wait,
each other.
you've
And
never met his family?
No, I have not. And that is
Why?
a huge pain point for me. I don't know. I really don't know. And I brought it up multiple times saying like, if I'm home, like maybe I should meet them. It's just never the right time. But he really wants me to, and I'm supposed to meet them this weekend.
Okay, great.
So here comes like what I'm trying to figure out. I am going back on Friday for Easter, and
Right.
I was going to stay with him Friday night, and like Friday was going to be our day, and then Saturday we would go be with our families into Easter. And then yesterday he texted me. We were supposed to go out to dinner for his friend's birthday on Friday night, and I was like, is that still on? Just confirming the plan. And then he said, just a slight change of plans. I forgot that I agreed to go on a hike with my mom at our camp. Like they have a house up in the woods, and so I'm gonna go, and then I'll be back around like 9:30. And I was
At
like,
night?
yeah. So I was like, so what am I supposed to do? It just felt like
So he canceled his friend's birthday dinner to go on a hike with his mom?
and he hasn't even told his friends yet that like we're not going. And he was like, we can go and do cake after, but I'll just be gone for like 5 hours.
I'm
like,
I'm not gonna lie to you, babe.
Drop me off?
There's an alarm bell ringing. That sounds really, something's off. Like, I don't want to freak you out, but like seems really weird that his long distance girlfriend is coming in town, and he's suddenly going on a hike with his mom, and he lives in the same town as his mom. He can go anytime with her.
He agreed. I agree with that. He agreed to do this like 3 weeks ago, and he forgot. And I guess that he saw his parents, I don't know, a couple days ago or yesterday, and she reminded him. And I think it comes from like he feels very guilty about not living up to their, I don't know, like relationship. I don't know. It's just been a pain point for me, and I've expressed it a couple times, and I told him on the phone last night. I've told you that this is a problem for me, and I feel like I'm second fiddle to your family, and this would be a lot different if we lived in the same place.
Right. And also if you knew his family, like if you knew them, I don't know. I just feel like there's a couple of things that really give me pause. Number one, that he hasn't introduced you to his family. Number two, the sudden switch up, cancellation, last minute. Number three, the fact that his long distance girlfriend, is coming in town and you're not his priority. Like, you only have a weekend together and it's Easter, so you have family obligations. This all seems a little bit weird to me. Something's
I
up.
agree. I'm staying until Thursday, so it's like he was like, I just thought it wouldn't be a big deal because we're gonna have so much time together. And I was like, I get that, but also if the roles were reversed and I just was like, hey, actually, I'm gonna go hang out with someone for 5 hours and I'll see you after on the day you get in, like that wouldn't feel very good.
No. I think you need to. And so when you say, why haven't I met your family? Like, what does he say? Do you think his family knows that you're dating?
Yes, they definitely do.
Okay.
And he's always like, my family says hi. They're so excited to meet you. And we're supposed to meet this weekend. But now it just feels weird on my side, too, that
Right.
it's been so long and I haven't met them. And like, I don't know.
I think you're going to have more answers after you meet the family. If anything comes up, if he so dares as tries to cancel this meet, then you got a real problem. I think you meet the family, you suss it out. Sometimes boy moms are weird as fuck. I got to be real with you. Sorry, I'm saying what's on everyone's mind. Sometimes boy moms are really weird and they're really obsessed with their sons and they're like, no, you have to come with me. You have to go. Like, for me, I know my mom would be like, oh, like if my brother was in the same situation, my mom would be like, go, have fun, go, like, or bring her, like, we'll all go together or something. Like, that's what my mom would do. But like, some moms are just, they have like very weird like ownership things over their kids. And so I don't know. I think you will understand more after you meet them. I think you'll feel more at ease. And you just have to monitor it because it's not nice to feel second fiddle per what you said. I agree with you. I think you are completely being sensible about it. Your mind's in the right place. I don't think that there's anything you have to do right now necessarily. I think you're going to know a lot more after the meeting the family and after this week.
Yeah, okay. I think that's great. Yeah, we talked on the phone yesterday, and I was kind of I felt a little crazy, but I also was like, I think this is kind of warranted given I'm coming in 2 days, and now this is just a weird situation.
Yeah, I don't like the last minute change up. He should be excited to see you, and he should be, making you a priority because you are a long distance and you don't get that much time together. So do this week, see what happens. Call us back, please, in a week or whenever.
I absolutely will.
I need to know what happened. I need to know about this mom. I need to know about how Easter goes. I need to know it all. So just, you're not being crazy. If I can offer one other slight piece of advice, I would just wait and see now. Like, I wouldn't bring it up again. I would not be cold to him. I wouldn't try to gameplay and ice him out. I'd be completely normal. I'd see how the week goes, and then you'll make your move.
Okay, I need to not be cold anymore. I've kind of been like half responding.
I know. Because the reason I said that is because I'd be the same way. I'd be passive aggressive as shit, or I wouldn't even be passive aggressive. I'd be right out bitchy. So I think you just need to be nice, bide your time, see what the deal is, and then you'll make your move.
Okay, perfect. Thanks, baby.
I love it. Okay, thanks, baby. Good luck at Easter, baby. Bye. Bye.
Thank you. Bye, baby.
Guys, it's
You're never
too
getting
good.
rid of
I'm
it.
never getting rid of it. I'm never getting rid of it. Super quick break. We're gonna take more calls after this. Don't go away.